One, two, three, go. How many of you are really excited to get started with the finance habit for this month? And how many of you are really excited to start your journey? You probably are on your way to freedom, but if you are on that way to freedom already, accelerate that and become financially free really, really soon. Are you guys excited? Yes? Awesome. So let's begin. So this video is all about the actual finance habit that has changed my life over the period of last 4 years. And I've been doing it the moment I learned about it, and I've been doing it again and again and again. Initially, I have to admit that I was not at all consistent. It took me about 6 months to become really consistent at this habit, and later on another 6 months to really inculcate this habit in my system, and it has now just become awesome. It has now become this automatic for me. All right. So what is this money management system? What is this habit that we are going to talk about? Some of you might have known about this because some of you might have attended the program called as Millennium Mind Intensive. If you have not, I will recommend this again. Please go ahead and attend that program. This has changed my life. All right. If you have not heard of it, no worries. I'm going to tell you the system my way, from my perspective, and the way I have mentioned it in my book, Money Lessons from Mother Nature as well. Would that be okay? Yes? Awesome. So, disclaimer for this video. This might be a long video. I mean, seriously long. It could go to 20 minutes also. I have no idea. Let's see how it goes. Also, another disclaimer. I am going to fumble a lot, probably. So, please take care of me and just let me be, and just go ahead and watch this video in its entirety. Is that okay? Yes, awesome. Thank you so much. So, what's this money management habit I am talking about? By the way, let me tell you, when I started with this habit, I was minus 1 crore down. And this was not even market's money. Of course, I did not have 1 crore. So the other idea is to get it from the market. No, not at all from the market as well. This was my own family's money, hard-earned money that had busted 3 years back. And today we are, as an entire family, we are 39 crores plus, and counting and counting and counting every year. Now I have figured out a system to create real wealth for us. Right? So this system has created miracles, because as I told you, I am a big time spender, and I really needed a system which could guide me, help me, save my soul, and get me in the real habits to really manage money really. Right? So this is the exact system I'm going to share with you. And over the years that I have been using the system, I developed it, inculcated it, and cultivated it, and probably innovated it a bit as well. And it has created amazing results from me. How many of you believe minus 1 crore to 39 plus crores within 3 years is good enough? Yeah. So the reason I'm telling you my story, and I want to add more credibility to this habit, is because this habit really works. And the moment I'm going to tell you that habit, you're going to be blown away how simple it is. And the mind does not want to believe in simple things. How many of you agree? Right? And if you do, you're not going to believe this also. Right? So all you have to do is acknowledge your mind, say thank you for sharing, and still go ahead and do this for the entire month of February. And on the 1st of March, then you can make a decision, should I go ahead with this habit or not? But throughout February, you have got to do this. Another disclaimer. Initially, at least 1 week, you'll need to put in a lot of effort inculcating this habit. And when I say effort, I mean you will need to invest a lot of time, as you have been investing a lot of time with your health habit. Right? So I'm saying like 15 minutes every day. Would you have 15 minutes every day to become financially free quicker? I bet you would, right? Awesome. So yes, that's what I'm talking about. 15 minutes is what you got to spend every day with this habit. Now, this habit works beautifully with couples because, I don't know the Indian statistics, the US statistics say about 60% of the divorces happen due to money. Either lack of it or either too much of it, and the core essence of all of that is the couples are not able to manage money really well, right? Indians are blessed so far. As it is, divorce rates are not that high, but just to be sure that you are on the safer side, and not only that, just to make sure that you build your relation with your spouse or your partner and take it to the entirely different level when there is a vision with respect to money as well, both of you. And this system, this habit will completely change your relationship when it comes to money. All right, so I would highly recommend that you add your spouses to that group. There's a link of the WhatsApp group in the WhatsApp group, so you got to just send them to them and then add them to this group. All right, so yes, work on this habit with your partners, with your spouse. All right. Awesome. So let me get started. What is this habit all about? And on that note, I'm going to share with you a screen right now. You should be able to see an image. And I'm sharing that image right now. I believe you can see that image. And this is a wonderful painting image done by my niece. She hand painted this. Her name is Ashika Khullam. And this image is a part of the book. By the way, all the images, if you have my book, Money Lessons from Mother Nature, all the images that you see have been drawn by my niece. And they're just amazing illustrations she has created. She's just in 9th standard. Okay, so what's this image about? Now, I want you to think money as rain. Right? So how is rain? Rain is abundant, right? Now, I want you to picture a landscape wherein there are mountains all over, and also there are streams of water that get formed because of the rain that is falling on those mountains. And all of this water collects at one place, and then it flows in streams, and all of those streams come together and form a nice, beautiful, deep pond. All right. The pool of money first you got to create. All right, all your sources of income you got to get together and create a big pool of that money. That's the first step. All right, so what's the learning from this step? The learning is simply this. Many a times a lot of people focus just on expenses, and there's a spiritual law that says what you focus on expand. All right. So if you focus on the good things are going to expand. If you focus on the bad things are going to expand. If you focus on income is going to expand. If you focus on expenses, what is going to expand? Expenses, right? How many of you want expenses to expand? None of you, I am absolutely sure. So, yes, we want our lifestyles to get upgraded, but all we want to focus on is income. And that is where this picture really makes big sense, because you got to be focusing on how can you increase the number of streams that are flowing into this pond. That is the only question you got to answer. And life is just going to be awesome when it comes to finance. All right? Okay, so the idea is this. The first step is create a big pond. Now, what do you do with this pond? Right? So this is where the management system comes into play, right? A spender will make sure that the pond becomes empty as soon as it is filled up, right? Spenders, do you relate to this? Yes? Awesome. Savers will make sure the pond remains there itself and nothing happens to it. By the way, what happens, do you know? If you just leave the pond like that out there, all of the water just evaporates. You understand what I mean, right? Awesome. So savers will keep the pond always there. Then comes avoiders. They'll not even care how much water is there in that pond, and they have just no idea. no idea what's happening, and monks will make sure that the pond is empty all the time. Okay, so now what do spenders do? What do savers do? What do avoiders do? And what do monks do? Everybody knows. For a spender, he knows he got to save. For a saver, somewhere inside there is this little voice saying, you know what, you got to enjoy money at least a bit, not so much, but at least a bit. Thoda to kharcha karo and thoda to enjoy karo money ke saath. Every time you're sacrificing, all of those things happening. Saver, the mind of the saver, somewhere inside is saying, man, okay, ye kharid liya abhi, I spent on this, now I got to save the next time. And when the next time comes, okay, I'll save this, I'll spend this also, but the next time again I'll save for that. There is a voice, alright? So we all agree, we all got to save, we all got to spend, right? So how to do that? What's the system that we are talking about? Alright, now let's build a dam on this pond, and that's what you see there. And if you look from top to bottom, there are letters written on that dam, and they are called as SPETS. Alright? Now that is not the way they are to be read. They are to be read from the bottom up. And so read STEPS, and that's the system I'm talking about. It's called as steps. Name of the system is steps. You could say steps to your freedom, right? Now, every dam has gates, right? You open the gate, you can, let the water flow, and when you want to stop that water flow, you can close that gate and stop. Same idea, right? So what you got to do is create this 5 gates on this dam. First gate is called as S, which stands for savings gate. Alright? Now, how do you do that physically? Okay, you gotta buy a jar like this. Okay? And then you gotta label it savings. Okay? Yeah. You gotta label it savings, and then you gotta give a percentage to it, right? So what I have written is 15%. So what I do is, every time I earn something, every time I earn money, every time an income comes into my bank account, or every time cash flows into my hand, be it 100 rupees, be it 1,000, be it 10,000, be it lakh, be it a crore, what I do is, 15% of that amount, I put it in this jar. Okay. Now I know you have a question, and that question is, cash can be divided and we can put it in the jar. What to do with the bank money that comes in the bank account, and how do we represent that in the jar? Wait for it. Alright. I'm going to give you the technique to do that at the end of this video. Right, so let's go through the jars first. Let's go through the 5 steps. All right, so the first step is savings. And as a spender, this has been a miracle for me. And every time I earn something, I know I am going to put 15% in my savings jar. And what do I do with this? Do I keep it only in the jar? No, I invest it. Do not, please do not go for FDs, right? Because the rate of inflation itself is more than the rate of interest you get on FDs, right? There might be more better financial consultants than me there to suggest you on that, but no, it's not my game, right? So yeah, you could go for mutual fund SIPs, you could go for fixed return income products and something like that, but make sure that money does not stay in the jar, but it goes out there and it grows. Alright? So that's your savings, and this jar is going to be really, really critical for your financial freedom. The moment this jar earns you every month more than your lifestyle expenses, you can say you are financially free. Congratulations. Alright? So today we're going to get started with the savings jar. All right. The next step comes T. And T, funnily, before I started implementing the system, and this was not how I used to do it, but 1 year into it, I found out a pattern with myself, and that pattern was every time the tax date came, and every time I found out I did not have the money to pay for my taxes. Hello, does it resonate with you or people around you? Yes, that was me, alright. And this is exactly the reason why I created this jar. Believe it or not, it's called as taxes. Can you see it? Yes? Alright. So taxes, what do you do? 10% happened. Okay. So 10%, every time I get an income, I earn ₹1 lakh, 10,000 go into that jar. Now, for the past 3 years, I have had no problems paying my taxes when the date comes up and when my CA gives me the figure. And by the way, I'm not waiting for the CA's figure. I probably have a really fair idea of what my figure is going to be like before March end comes up. But yeah, so this jar helps a lot. By the way, how many times in a year do you pay taxes? Once, right? So what do you do with the money in that jar as well? Till the time the date of taxes come up, you invest that as well. Let it grow as well. All right. Probably you're not going to require the entire 10% to pay your taxes, right? Whatever bonus that remains in this jar, you put it in the savings jar again and make that grow again. All right. So yeah, that's the second step, called as taxes. Third step. And the third step is can you see it? Yes, expenses. I covered one part of it because I created a different jar on it, but let's talk about expenses. And what I've written on expenses is 40%. Every time I earn something, I have 40% going into that jar. And all my expenses happen through that jar. It could be my light bills, my phone bills, my electricity bills, my Wi-Fi bills. Not only that, bigger expenses as well, right? Your travel, your you name it, whatever expense, your lifestyle expense comes from this jar. 40% is what I have put. You could go up to 55% as well. When I started, I had 75% on this. That was when I started, alright? Today it's come down to 40%. And all your expenses you got to take care from this jar. Now, how does this work? For spenders, now you know you have a limit to your spending. But also you know you have the money to spend as well. 40% of it is not really less. Or you could choose 75% of it. Now, one more rule. One more really, really important rule. Do not kill yourself. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, don't really squeeze yourself up in your expenses, because what you're going to do by that is you're going to focus on your expenses and your expenses are just going to expand. Don't do that. Whatever your expenses are, take care of all of them first. Let your EMIs be taken care of. All right. Let your whatever bigger expenses also you have, your car loans, your house loans, all of that, let them be taken care of first. Do not really squeeze yourself, because ultimately you're focusing on the expenses. Remember the spiritual laws, your expenses are going to expand. Don't do that. All right. Instead, you got to focus on your income. How can you increase your income so that whatever percentage you give to your expenses is going to be more than sufficient for you? All right. So how much should be your income right now to take care of your 40% of your expenses, right? 40% of that goes in your expenses and the expenses are taken care of. You understand what I say? All right, awesome. So, expenses, 40%, right? Never squeeze yourself. I love the next card, and the spenders are going to love that really well. And I'm sure you're going to send me personal messages that you love this chart. Right? By the way, you can put it on the group as well. And this jar is called as the enjoy jar. Again, E, alright? So I put 5% to this. And earlier when I got started, I had 10% to this. Now I got it down to 5%. And spenders are going to love this. What you could do with this jar? You spend it. And you spend it on whom? So you spend it on yourself. Treat yourself. Reward yourself. Go for a massage. Go to a spa. Buy headphones. Buy shoes. Do something or the other which is going to really, really make you happy. Right? Please yourself. Treat yourself. Right? That's what you got to do with the enjoy jar. By the way, if you're doing the jars for the entire family, take your family to a vacation. Makes sense? Alright, 5%. So if you're earning 1 lakh a month, that means 5,000 rupees go into that jar. Now the rule here is, at the end of the month, this jar has to be empty, completely, spent, completely udao-fied, if you want to call it like that. Alright. Now, I know what your savers are thinking right now. Where are my savers? Raise your hands wherever you are. Okay. So, this jar is really, really critical for you. And why do I say that? You know what? Money was created firstly, yes, to facilitate trade. But money was created by human beings. And money was created to be enjoyed. Alright. Now, everything is energy. Right? The mobile phone I'm recording this on is energy. The water bottle that is there beside me is energy. You are a form of energy. Right? The desk you're sitting on probably, that is also a form of energy. Everything around us is a form of energy. Yes or no? Right? Also, money is a form of energy. Right? And energy has got to be kept flowing all the time. That's the biggest mistake savers make sometimes. They save so much that the energy gets stuck and it's not really, really flowing. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is really, really critical for you guys. Alright? You gotta enjoy the money at the same time. While we're talking about balance, right? Nature loves balance. Everything in nature is energy. Balance of energies is what we are talking about. This is the system to balance everything out. Alright, so but make sure that you are spending 5%. I'm not talking much. By the way, the savers in this group, I have a challenge for you. Start with 10%. Alright, are you up for that challenge? Alright, reply me back on the WhatsApp. Start with 10%. And the rule is, at the end of this month, whatever you have saved, say if you're earning 5 lakhs a month, 5% of that is going to mean 25,000 rupees. You want to spend all of that. Are you up for the challenge? Yes? Awesome. Alright, so 10% is what you can start with. Spenders start with 5% or 10%, whatever you are good with. Then gradually bring it down to 5%. 5% is a pretty good amount, right? If you're earning 10,000 also, it's going to mean like 500 rupees. And what can you do with the 500 rupees today? Go and watch a movie, right? If you're earning 1,000, how much is that? 5% of 1,000 is going to be like 50 rupees. What can you do with 50 rupees? Enjoy a chocobar probably, right? Or enjoy a Magnum ice cream or something like that, but enjoy. Make sure you're just spending that money and really enjoying every rupee of that. And that is one way to tell the universe that yes, I am enjoying the money as well. Give me more to enjoy. Alright? And that's what we are talking about, right? We are really talking about real simple stuff that works in the real world. Alright? And I know there are a lot of financially literate people out there who would say this is too simple to follow. My only opinion on this is, this system has been a big part for taking me from -1 crore to 39 crores plus. All right, so I do not want to get how this system works. All I know is it really works. All right, and yeah, a lot of spiritual laws at work when you use this system really in a disciplined way. And that is another challenge, no? Discipline. You got to do this every day, 15 minutes every day. By the way, I enjoy those 15 minutes like anything. And you might say, okay, so you earn a lot of money now, so you're enjoying it a lot. But no, I started enjoying it the day I started using the system. And it felt so amazing, and it felt so in control that I was now in control of my finances. Feeling was just awesome, and that's what you're gonna feel as well if this really get started in the right sense. All right. So how many jars have we done so far? We have done S. S stands for savings. How much percentage? So 15% is what I have put. Then T stands for taxes. What percentage? 10%. E stands for expenses and enjoy. All right. Next. Okay, expenses and enjoy. The percentage is going to be like, for me, it's now 45%, both of them combined. You could start off with 70, 75%. As I told you, let me remind you, do not squeeze yourself. All right. Next. How many of you agree that to earn a lot more money and to start focusing more on income and to start actually creating a lot of income, you got to invest in yourself? There was one moment in my life in a seminar, I just realized I did not know anything about making money. And that realization itself changed my life. And what I started doing was I learned. And that is when I really started creating real results. All right. So you got to invest in yourself. I was going to say spend, but spend is such a wrong word when you are spending on yourself. You got to invest in yourself, and this investment has infinite returns, believe me. So I have invested till now like 65 lakhs plus. How many of you believe 65 lakhs investment is good enough to create a wealth of 39 crores and plus for the entire family? Right? It's good enough, right? What's the ROI on that? Take out your calculators and calculate. I don't want to do that. So, next jar, P, stands for personal development. Okay? And what I put in that is 10%. But believe me, when I got started, all my expenses were going into this jar. Transferring all the funds from my expenses to personal development. That is the only expense I made then. All right, so absolutely critical. So if you earn 10,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees goes into this jar. What do you do with 1,000 rupees? Buy a book and read it. That's the other story, right? Okay, and the last jar. And we have done STEP. And the last jar, how many of you believe that we are all social creatures, right? Human beings are social, it's a social animal, right? And one part of our existence on this earth is to do something for the others. That's where the last jar comes into picture, and we reach out for it. And that last jar is the social contribution jar, all right? And the percentage I put to it now is 5%, and 5% of social contribution. You're earning, say, 50,000 rupees, 2,500 rupees, you just gotta give. Whom you give it to, it's your choice, right? I have no say in that. Whatever organization you might believe in, or start your own probably, whatever, right? Whatever you want to do, you do, but do it. That's the critical part, You have 1,000 rupees. 5% of that is going to be like, how much? 50 rupees? Give it to somebody. And that's what is called as what goes around comes around as well, right? That's another spiritual law. If you look very closely, this entire system is full of spiritual laws at work. All right, so first jar, savings. Second jar, taxes. Third jar, expenses. Fourth jar is personal development. Third jar is also enjoyment, really, really critical. And fifth jar is your social contribution. These are the 5 jars that you've got to have, and use them, earn them, all right, and work on them. Put money in them. By the way, do you know how I put money into each of those jars whenever I do it? So I now have a ritual of sitting 15 minutes every day. And every time, say for example, yesterday I earned something, right? And yesterday I earned 10,000 rupees. And these are actual figures. So yesterday I earned 10,000 rupees and 10,000 rupees just came to me. So say for example, I'm putting something in the personal development jar, right? So 10,000 rupees and 10% of that is 1,000 rupees, and I put it in the jar. You want to know how I put it in the jar? So I take these 1,000 rupees and I take this jar and I really scream out, "Ka-ching!" Right? And that's the sound of the money, right? So every time I put in money into that, I just scream out to myself, "Ka-ching!" And if you're an NLP practitioner, what that does is, or talking in scientific terms, what that does is, it's an anchor, and it rewires your brain and creates new wirings, so that the brain wants to hear that ka-ching really a lot more times, and automatically the brain starts to find ways to hear that ka-ching. And to do that, you got to earn a lot more money, and brain will come up with amazing ideas to earn a lot more money. Alright, so that's how it works. The chain. Alright, that's what you gotta say. Alright, awesome. Oh, what you could do is, just go to the group, pause this video right now, just go into the group and put on the voice messaging mode on the WhatsApp and just take ka-ching and release that button and send that message. Let's hear a lot of ka-chings in the group. Would you do that? It would be really interesting to do, yeah? So let's see how many ka-chings we see by tomorrow noon. Awesome. So these are the 5 jars you got to create. All right. Now, I told you spouses, you got to involve them in this process. And how do you do the entire management for the entire family? So if you have 2 or more people earning in your family, as I told you, that image is there in front of you. What you got to do is, you got to pool all of that money together first, alright? And then you start with those jars, okay? The entire amount. Now what you could do is, you could decide on a salary from your family for every month, for every person. For example, you could take 5,000 rupees for yourself, give 5,000 rupees, or let your wife take 5,000 rupees as salary, or let your husband give your husband 5,000 rupees as salary, and you use that for yourself, all right? And the rest of the amount goes in those jars. Makes sense? Yes or no? If you have a kid, your kids, if you give pocket money to your kid, you give it from this jar, from the expenses jar. And best way to do this is train your kid on these jars for himself or herself as well. So if you give him 500, give him small jars as well, or let him buy 5 small jars, 5 jars, and let him split those 500 into those jars as well. You're gonna love it, all right? And on January 2nd, I got blessed with a baby girl, and I'm sure when she grows up to a really good age to understand this, I'm going to make her do this. I'm absolutely sure, and she's going to enjoy this really a lot. And imagine what kind of a person and what kind of a relationship she would have when she really grows up. It would be awesome. I'm absolutely sure. All right, and this is another amazing way to train your kids on money. All right, this could become a game for them as well. Okay, so as I told you, if you're a family, get all the sources together and then do the jars, do the system. Now, another question that comes up a lot of times, and just give me a moment, let me just drink a sip of water. You? So, another question that comes up a lot of time, what do we do with the money in the account? And a lot of impractical ways are suggested, and those impractical ways are like, create 5 bank accounts and ask your bank to create 5 sub accounts. Does not happen in India. It might happen in US, but does not happen in India. I have already checked it out with all national banks. None of them, as of I know, have that kind of a system available. It would have been awesome if they had that, because imagine money. So any banker in this room right now, or if you own a bank, or if you know a person who owns a bank, please do get them in touch with me, and we 3, we 4, we could just have a nice chat with them, and that bank would come up with this system. Look at the value they would give their customers. It would be really awesome. All right, so yeah, so that is what I'm saying. So banks currently do not do this. What do you do with the money in the account? All right, cash can be divided. What do you do with the money in the account? So it's a really, really simple solution to that, but it took me 2 years to crack the solution. And the solution is create cards. A lot of time we waste our visiting cards. What I've done is I have my visiting cards here, which I no longer use. And what I've done on them is, I have written them on them, 500, both ways I have written them. 500, I have written, I have written 2000, both ways, I have written 100 as well, both ways, alright? So, why 2,500 and 100 and 10 rupees and 5 rupees? Because these are the notes that are there available, right? In actual circulation in the economy today. So create such dummy notes. I no longer call them dummy. These are real money for. This is real money for. This is gold, alright? So create this, and now say for example you earn 10,000 rupees in your account. So all you gotta do is physically. This is really critical. You got to create a physical representation of the money that is there in the account. Alright, so you earn 10,000 rupees. Create this, 2,000 rupees 5 notes, 5 cards, or 2,000 rupees 3 cards and 4 cards of 500, or 10,000 rupees you create 100 cards of 100 rupees each, or whatever you want to. Different combinations. I'm sure you all have been good at maths, at least additions and subtractions, so you could do this really, really well, and multiplications as well. So, that's all you got to do. Create a physical representation. Now, why is that important? As I told you, this is another form of an anchor. Alright, and I am actually holding the money I have in the account. Alright, and it's an amazing feeling. I'm starting to get used to the weight of this now. Okay, so now the moment you have created those cards, now as you would do with physical money, divide these cards in those jars. Alright, so that's how it is. Alright, so that is how you do it. That is how you represent your money in the account in the jar. Alright, now that's the habit. You got to do this, spend 15 minutes every day with your money. And this is my way of telling my money, you know what, I love you. I care for you. You're my best friend. Imagine you tell your spouse or your partner or your wife or your husband, you know what, you're really not important to me. What are the chances of that spouse or your partner staying with you for a long time? Pretty low, right? So, this is my way tell money that I love you and be with me, alright, and come to me. And a lot of people out there say money is not important, the monks, or the avoiders as well, right? And so what you're doing is, you're saying money, you know what, you're not that important. And everything is energy, right? Your spouse is an energy, your money is also an energy. So, is your money going to stay with you for a long time? Look at your results, right? It's not. And for the logical mind, this does not make absolute sense. But as I said, I might be rather rich doing this kind of stuff rather than being broke and really being logical. Alright, so you know what I mean on that. So that's it. So how much time have we done so far? I'm going to stop the share right now and I'm going to come to my video. Awesome. So that's the system. Simplest money management system called as steps. It's very easy to remember. Just all you have to do is remember that drawing, right? The pond or the streams coming into that pond and the dam on that pond and the gates on the dam. 5 gates. You gotta have savings, taxes, expenses and enjoyment, personal development, and social contribution. This is a spiritual system as well, as I told you, and this is going to bind everything spiritually for you as well. And the moment you start doing this, believe me, trust me, I had miracles happening to me. Within 3 months, I started using this system. Miracles, things that I cannot explain, right? So, same could happen to you as well. All right. Now, another thing why people do not use this system is what they start thinking is, let a lot of money come to me first and then I start using the system. No. All right. Whatever you have right now, you got to start managing that first right now. Remember the ice cream scoop story, right? You're not going to get more unless and until you show the universe that you can manage what you have. So if you have 10 rupees right now, divide that. One more thing I'm going to tell you, and that thing is, at least get started with 3 jars. That's it. 3 jars. Which are those? Expenses, savings, and enjoyment. Right? So savings jar, expenses jar, and the enjoyment jar. Just get started with those 3. If you're getting started with all of 5, good for you, congratulations. But if you believe that you're the kind of a person who could go step by step, minimum you got to start with 3 jars. Alright? Because that is going to take care of your spender's mind. That is also going to take care of your saver's mind as well. Alright? You choose the percentages to start off with. The percentages that I told you would work. And that would be your ultimate goal to reach that. Alright? So that's the video. And that's the system. How many of you believe it's a really simple system? And how many of you are committing to this system? Alright, so I'm going to upload this video on YouTube and I'm going to send the link on the group. And I'm also going to compile a list of people who are committed to follow this system. Not compulsory, alright? It is not compulsory that you become committed to this as we did in the last month's habit. But miracles can happen if you commit to it. Just do it. Just do it for this month and just check out what happens and share your results as you create it on the group. Let's see where we go with this, right? It has created miracles for me, and there are really, really bright chances there would be miracles happening to you as well. Why not give that a chance? All right. So you got to send on that group all three words that you're going to mention, and those words are "I am committed," right? And that is a signal to me that you are saying to me, you are giving a promise to me that you're going to use this system at least for this month. You're not talking forever. I'm sure some of you are really excited to do this forever, but don't be, all right? Just this month. That's the only target we'll have right now. And after that, we can take a choice whether you're going to follow this or not. Again, as I mentioned, it will take efforts initially. At least the first week, it will take a lot of effort. Are you willing to put in those efforts to become really, really financially free, really, really quickly? I bet you are. All right. So put on the group, I am committed, and then add your name to the list of commitments. If you have any questions about the system, put it on my personal, please. I will answer in the group. Is that okay? Questions on my personal, I'll answer in the group. Awesome. That's the system. Steps. All right. Let's step you up towards your freedom. Bye-bye.